Today, I want to give you guys 3 simple steps or 3 ways that you can come out of this pandemic better than you were before, or just three simple ways on how you can thrive. You can still strive and thrive during this pandemic and during this crazy time in the world. So I'm gonna just get straight to the goodies. So let's start with the first way that you can do it. And the first way is having a vision or some goals for yourself, because during this time, a lot of things are going on in the world. There's so many different problems and so many things that the social media is portraying and just showing us. It can really disarm us and make us vulnerable and weak if we aren't prepared for it. And one of the ways that can help you stay on course or stay on track with what you want to do is first and foremost by having a goal or having vision. You gotta know where you wanna go. You gotta know what you want. If you don't know what you want, or you don't know where you're gonna go or where you want to go, then it's gonna be very, very easy for you to get lost during all this, Earth's turmoil and whatever, all that stuff. So what you wanna do is have a vision, have a goal. That's extremely, extremely, extremely important, because that means you're gonna be able to stand for something. And if you don't stand for something, that means you fall for anything, all right? Have a goal or a vision or both. They're basically the same thing. So set some goals, set some vision. The second way is by working on yourself. Right? I made this number 2 because you gotta have a vision and goal before you can really work on yourself, because if you work on yourself without a goal or a vision, then it's really hard to stay consistent. Because now that you have a vision and a goal, what you want to do is start working yourself, all right? The easiest way to start working yourself during this pandemic or during this crazy time in the world is starting with the physical level, because that's where you can alter your state the quickest, right? After a nice run or a nice stretch or yoga, walk, whatever it may be, you feel great, right? You're in a great state where you can operate freely and clearly, and you can do whatever really you want at a high level, at a peak performance level. And that's what I want you guys to feel. Once you start working on yourself physically, and I'm not asking you to do marathons or run 10 billion kilometers or miles. I just want you to work on yourself wherever in your life that you can, whichever aspects, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, whatever it may be, work on yourself. Upgrade yourself and strive to be 1% better every single day than you were yesterday. 1% is all you need, because after a year, you're 365% better than you were last year. So work on yourself. Do it in the physical aspect, read up for your mind, read up for your emotion, meditate, eat good, nutritious meals, get all that stuff in so that way you can work on yourself, okay? Work on yourself, know exactly what you want, and know your vision. And now the third way that you can still thrive during this pandemic, stuff like that, is be a solution-oriented person, okay? Be oriented around solutions and not problems. And during this time in the world right now, where we are constantly bombarded with problems, constantly bombarded with news and propaganda and all sorts of emotional and manipulation stuff, you gotta be so solution orientated and so convicted with exactly how to deal with things and in a certain mindset that none of that stuff should matter. Not that it shouldn't matter, but none of that stuff should affect you in here, because with all these problems coming up, people are just sharing problems, sharing this, sharing that, and I get it to the point where it's awareness is good, but you gotta come from a place of love and from a place that can solve problems, that creates solutions, not more problems. Don't add more problems on top of problems, and don't add more hate and ignorance on top of hate and ignorance, right? You can't drive out hate with hate. Only love can do that. So, and what I'm really trying to tell you here is, every time a problem appears in your life, right? Think of a solution right away. Don't just dwell on that problem, because life is short. What you want to do is you want to be so solution orientated when a freaking it's hard to breathe with allergies going on. But anyways, it's not COVID. I'm still gonna keep that in the video. Anyways, what I was trying to say is, whenever a problem appears, what I want you to do is think of the solution right away, okay? Think of a solution and be solution orientated. When you see problems, you see, difficulty and stuff like that, think of it as a great challenge and an opportunity for growth. Think of a solution, solve it, move on. That's all it is. Do not dwell on problems. Do not try to, feed more hate with hate, because hate won't push out hate, okay? Only love and light can do that. So, to recap, 3 things that you can do to strive and to thrive during this pandemic is one, is have a vision or goals, right? Set that up for yourself because that's extremely important, and to know where you go and what you want during this crazy time. And number two is to work on yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, work on yourself. There's never been a better time to go within and really work on who you are and what you want to be, or who you want to be, than now. Okay, they call 2020 the Great Awakening, and if you're still asleep, that you might just get lost. You might get lost behind, because you gotta understand that it's always easier to keep up than it is to catch up. You don't want to be that person that always needs to catch up and all that stuff, because you're wasting time. Don't waste time. You want to put time and let time be an advantage, not a disadvantage, okay? And number three is simply be solution orientated. Don't think about problems too much. If they appear, be solution orientated, not problem orientated, because there's only two people in this world, right? When a problem comes up, they can either dwell on it, blah, 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 problem this, problem that, throw more hate, throw more ignorance on it, whatever. Or number two, you can solve it. You can be that solution thinker and just think about solutions. Be like, okay, I understand, I acknowledge this problem, and this is what I'm gonna do about it, or this is how I can, put my contribution and try to help this problem. Yada, yada. You guys get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching my videos. It means a lot. And in case you didn't know yet, I wanted you to know that my book, The Morning Hero, it is officially available on all Amazon platforms all around the world, and is all about how heroes start their mornings and take charge of their lives. If there's anything that I really learned in the past year and a half, it's that when you take charge of your morning, when you really take on your day and you started with winning streaks and a lot of wins, in the morning, you set yourself up for a standard for the rest of the day. You set yourself up for victories. You set yourself up for success and love and abundance and all the great things in life that we all desire, right? And this book is all about that. I teach you how to be at a high performance, how you can achieve greater things, and it all starts with the morning. It's not just about how to wake up in the morning, or it's not about you need to wake up at 5 a.m. It's none of that stuff. It just really shows you on how to really take charge of your morning and how to take charge of your days. I have many actionable and amazing principles in here that you can use immediately the moment you read it. And yeah, I just want to make sure that is out. And I also just wanted to say thank you to everyone who pre-ordered the book when I had the pre-launch. I had only 50 copies and it sold out within 48 hours. So thank you guys so much for that. And I will be coming out with a lot more content for you guys and for everyone around the world as well. So thank you so much. Love you guys. Stay hungry, stay great.